Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sealed Pokemon card investing, hey? Now, the gold star or the Michelin standard when it comes to sealed Pokemon card investing is, in my opinion, always going to be booster boxes. But here's 5 products that aren't booster boxes or elite trainer boxes that you might well have forgotten about, and these have performed incredibly well. Maybe not quite as good as booster boxes from the era, but have performed incredibly well. Almost 5 forgotten about collection boxes or premium boxes from across the ages that have aged extremely well and risen in value incredibly well. So these would have all been fantastic investments. And I suppose the question to ask yourself when looking at these sort of investments that have performed incredibly well, which aren't booster boxes or Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes or Elite Trainer boxes, is why? Why have these performed so well? And what can we use or what can we take away from why they've performed so well to put into some future investing sort of skills, so to speak? So let's just jump straight into it. Number 1 on the list is the 15th Anniversary Pikachu box. This was a Pokemon Center exclusive box in Japan, and look, there wasn't much in it at all. If you look at the box, there is an awesome promo that is showing from the seal, obviously inside the box, and that Pikachu goes for massive dollars raw, and it also goes for massive dollars in a PSA 10. Hasn't the artwork improved though? I mean, it's a good looking card, and it's a rare card, it's silver, and it's got the Pokemon mascot on the card, but geez, artwork's improved over the years, hasn't it? Anyway, there we go. 15th Anniversary Pikachu in that box there. I think, what else do you get inside that box? I'm pretty sure you get deck sleeves with the yellow with Pikachu in it. I'm pretty sure you get a deck box, which is yellow with Pikachu in it. And then I think you get like a little black container, which I think you can carry around, your dice or coins in it. But other than that, there's really not much that comes in this collection box. The real star of the show is, of course, the Pikachu on the front. Now, before we jump into number 2, I just wanted to chat about alternate sealed investments to booster boxes, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes, and Elite Trainer boxes. And, why I don't ultimately recommend them. I'm not saying there's other bad examples. And look, the other side of the coin is not everyone can afford, particularly with the state of the economy at the moment, the price of living, price of groceries, damn it, absolutely crazy. Not everyone can afford a booster box of a new set, but if you want to still feel part of the hobby, I always suggest things like good collection boxes, and I'll get to what makes a good one in a second, and also things like 3-pack blisters from a good set. That way you can still feel like you're keeping some products sealed, you're keeping booster boxes, booster packs sealed, and you still feel like you're part of the hobby, which is really, really important. Now, the other side of it is when it comes to collection boxes, which I'm about to get to in number 2, there's 2 things that really matter when it comes to a collection box. And I'm not a massive advocate for them because I think they're a bit flimsy. The packs can move around, the promos can move around, they can bend, split, tear very easy. You got to stack them up, they take up lots of space. But regardless from all that, they can also perform really, really well. And there's 2 things that come into play to make them perform really well. One is it needs to have good pack selection in there, or at least a few good packs and a few bad ones. The second thing it needs to have is good promos inside there. If you've got those 2 things, a ripper pack selection and a ripper promo, a collection box can actually perform really, really well. But to finalize that 15th anniversary box, they go for like $2,000 to $3,000. That's crazy. And all you get is literally pretty much one card, a deck box, some sleeves, and a little container to carry your dice in. Madness. $2,000 to $3,000. Number 2 though, and this is a collection box. This was some Sword and Shield era, and that's the Reshiram and Charizard collection box. I remember these were everywhere. Like any Target you went into in Australia, any Kmart you went into in Australia, they were just there. And it had the tag team, which was funny because it's like Sun and Moon era was a while ago, and we're getting packs like Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies inside here. We're getting like a gold Charizard and Reshiram promo, which is really cool. So when you ask yourself why this box has performed so well, and this is really important, when we look at collection boxes and we ask ourselves why does it perform well, we can actually take away from that to use for future investing and go, well, the reason this has performed well is it has good promo. It's like a gold Charizard card as the promo. And then we look at the pack selection and we've got things like Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies sitting in there. And no wonder it's gone to, what is it now? If you have a look at this auction, like $220. Crazy. That's gone up so quick. Forever and a day, these were like $59 that came out in Australia, and that's like what, probably $39 US, and they're already up to $220 US. That's what, 4, 5, it's just over 5x its money in the 3.5 years that box has been out. That's crazy, isn't it? Phenomenal gains there. Number 3 on the list is another tag team box, but this was actually from Sun and Moon era, which is the Generations Premium Collection. Now, this was a tag team box, so Tag Team Generations Premium Collection. This goes for big dollars. And again, if we look at it and we look at the box, what is making it so good? It has got some phenomenal promos inside there and a really strong pack selection. Not all the packs inside there are good, but you're getting some tag team packs inside there. That tag team era, which of course encompassed Team Up, Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds, and Cosmic Eclipse, is a little patch of Pokemon history. That's going to be etched into stone. It's the only time we've had tag team mechanics in the TCG, and it's the only time we've got 4 tag team sets there, where we've got multiple Pokemon sharing the limelight on a card. Not only that, there's some beautiful alt arts thrown into the mix in those 4 sets. It's just a little pocket of history which is going to be really good. And I've said for a while, although Team Up Booster Box, and I know I'm going off topic a little bit, although Team Up Booster Boxes didn't get printed anywhere near as much as Unified Minds, Unbroken Bonds, and Cosmic Eclipse, I wouldn't be surprised if the other 3 get very close to catching Team Up, and that little quartet of booster boxes, you'll be surprised, will all be worth massive dollars. I know Team Up is so far ahead of the other 3 at the moment, but I'm not saying the other 3 are going to catch it and be the same price, but you'll be surprised how close they get in, say, another 2 or 3 or even 5 years. They'll be nipping at its heels, that's for sure. This booster box, this collection box, premium collection box, the eBay sale hit $495. $495 US. Whew. I'm sure you would have been able to pick this up for like $49 back. So it's like 10x its money in the probably 5 or 6 years since it launched and come out. That is insane. Before we jump into number 4, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, which is of course the Collector app. I've been using this for a while. It's a phenomenal app. It's very easy to use. There'll be a link in the description to download it. Put all your singles, all your sealed product into the app. Extremely good for an investor because it'll show you current data on what the cards have been selling for. You can track the price of them. You can track the total price of your sealed or singles investment. I'm on the app now, down in the content creators section if you want to join along for my sealed Pokemon journey. So there we go, the Collector app, phenomenal app. Number 4 on the list. And look, this is a little, well, would have been a little cheapy when it came out. Remember that little XY set, which was a very small set, but had a Kyogre and a Groudon, almost alternate art, but definitely full art, but almost alternate art filled Pokemon cards back in XY era, which was Double Crisis, the 2-pack blister. This thing could well have been forgotten about, and it's almost like a little forgotten about set because it was so tiny, and it really only had the 2 chase cards in it. But look at the price. These are going for like $400 US, and you get 2 booster packs inside there. Plus, what do you get? A little like lanyard thing or something comes in there, doesn't it? But anyway, 2 booster packs, $400 US. It's $200 US a booster pack. And when did this set come out? It's probably 10 years old now, but far out. That's snuck under the radar, hasn't it? That has gone to the absolute moon when it comes to a 2-pack blister. Wow, that has shot up phenomenally. And number 5 on the list, these are probably the epitome of collection boxes. And when we talk about good promos, good pack selection, you can't go wrong with these. It is the Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, these premium collection boxes. What's to go wrong with that? Flareon VMAX, Flareon V, the oversized card, Flareon pin, 6 booster packs, 1 large metallic coin, code card, which doesn't mean much, and look at the pack selection inside there. We've got Sword and Shield base by looks of it. Is there a Rebel Clash in there? Evolving Skies, 2 Evolving Skies, Chilling Rain, Fusion Strike. And look at the promo. These alone go for massive dollars, just the promos. And, you know, it sort of complements Evolving Skies because Evolving Skies had all the Eeveelutions pretty much, plus, you know, Fusion Strike had the Espeon as well. And you know, the OGs, the original Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon didn't get any alt arts throughout Evolving Skies, but to have them made up in these collection boxes, they're going for like $200 US plus each at the moment, which is crazy because I know these weren't the easiest to get when they come out, but you know, they were like 50 Australian bucks, which is like, you know, 35, 40 US. So Phenomenal, phenomenal investments. And like I say, that is the epitome of a collection box, because you ask yourself, phenomenal pack selection and fantastic promos. Like, it's got 2 alt art promos inside there. And that is all you've got to tell yourself with these little 5 forgotten gems, and what knowledge we can take from it really is, if it's got good packs, and I know I sound like a broken record, if it's got a good pack selection and good promos, it's going to perform well. And look, you don't just have to apply that to the collection boxes, you can apply it to things like the premium collection boxes. And probably the best example recently is something like the Greninja EX Premium Collection box, which come out sort of at the tail end of Twilight Masquerade towards Shrouded Fable. And the promos were awful inside it, and the pack selection wasn't too red hot. Then you compare that to something like the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection with the Charizard promos inside there, and an awesome Sword and Shield pack selection in there, and you can go, well, one of these is going to perform so much better than the other because of the packs that come inside it and the promos that come inside it. It's as simple as that. There we go. There's 5 forgotten about little gems. I'm Michael. This is PokeOz. Catch everyone next time.